Welcome back for more of Meg's Mysteries. This story is called Take Me Back. As I sit by my open window, the cool breeze gently comforts me. It is dark and gloomy. Clouds are forming in the sky. A storm is coming. Fall is in the air, and I'm loving it. I remember being young again. I always loved the storms of the fall season, and winter is approaching. And now I'm thinking of a memory from a long time ago. Once I was sitting on my swing, just looking at the clouds forming in the sky as I swung up and down, admiring the changing colors and looking up to the heavens. It was getting darker and darker out, and the air seemed to change. The wind was picking up, and a storm was approaching. The dark clouds danced in the sky, thunder and music. In the distance, the lightning was showing like a firework on the 4th of July. But now it's fall and winter is approaching, my favorite time of the year. The rain softly starts to come down on me. I'm in my glory. In the distance, I hear my mother's voice calling me to come inside out of the storm, but I don't want to leave. Then it's not my mother's voice I hear. It's the nurse at the retirement home. She's telling me, close the window, come inside for breakfast, and join the others. I'm brought back to the present. It's a nice place, but it'll never be home. I'm old and put away. I have many friends here in the same boat. Too old to be on our own, so they tell us. Sadly, we only have our memories to keep us going. At breakfast, it's the same as always. We sit together. Tilly, Gail, Robert, Sam, and Zane, and me. That's our little group and our table. They like to group us all together to keep an eye on us. They say safety in numbers, but we agree it's just easier for them to keep an eye on us in one place. Keep the old ones together and they'll give us no trouble, I hear one of the nurses say. But little do they know, we are the rebels of the home. Lazy Acres, we named the place. They want us just to sit around and wait for the end. But not our little group. We're loud, we joke around, we sing our favorite songs at the top of our lungs, dance and enjoy every minute we are together. They can't keep us down, I always say. Nurse Hollins calls us the troublemakers. We just smile and keep on keeping on. This morning, Tilly says, Emily, did you see who they took out last night? Old Mr. Hobbs. Poor dear, he went down fast. He was only here for 4 months, and then he just gave up. I said sorry to hear that, but we did invite him to join our merry group. If he did, he would still be alive. That's so sad. Sam added, yes, I tried many times to include him, and I asked him to play chess a couple of times, but he declined. He just couldn't accept his life here. Zane said, I'm sorry too, but we must go on. Make the best of it. What's up for tonight? More mischief at the nurse's expenses? I love it when we mess with them. They're so strict and grumpy. It makes my day when we pull a fast one on them. I tell them I have a surprise for you all. Remember the Twilight Zone? My favorite episode was 1962, Kick the Can. Do you know it? What was your favorite shows? I always loved thrillers and mysteries. Oh yes, I loved that one too. And Rod Sterling was the best host. And all the shows you had to think, was that going to really happen? Said Gail. Well, I have a special treat for you. I have it on tape and we can watch it tonight. But after that, we'll all meet outside at midnight. Why, said the group. What do you have up your sleeve this time? I laughed and said, you'll see, I found a mysterious item I want to share with all of you. So we watched the show and all went to bed and took our meds like good old people should. Yeah, right. We know what's in those pills, and we're experts on hiding them. No knockout drugs for us. At midnight, we all snuck out and met in the backyard. I told them what I found. An old note in my room, a secret. Some other occupant must have left it for someone to find. It looked like it was hidden many years ago. It said, "Go to the basement. In an old box on a shelf, you'll find a bottle of blue liquid. Take it and it will take you back to the best time of your lives. I hope it's still there and you can be merry again. Signed, Winifred." What do you think? I found it right where she said it would be. A dusty old box and a bottle with enough in it for all of us. Robert said it could be a trick, maybe poison even. Sam and Zane thought it was crazy, but Tilly and Gail said, "Let's take a chance and go back to the time once more when we were the happiest. We'll do it." Then Robert also said, "I saw that name somewhere. Winifred Adams was a retired holistic chemist and lived here when it first opened. I read some of her books in the library. Also, there's a plaque on the wall. She gave a lot of money to the home. I also read that she vanished one night with 3 of her friends who lived here. Isn't that strange?" "Maybe they found a way out," said Zane. I said, "Or the liquid worked and they all found a way to go back to the time, like the show we just watched." Robert said, "That's crazy, right? It can't really happen." I told crazy, but what the heck, we do crazy things all the time. And I'm in, and the girls both agreed. Then the men finally gave in and said, "We're in too." I told them, "I'll go first since it was my idea. If it works, you can all try it. There's enough for all of us." "Okay, here it goes." I took a swig and nothing happened. And then to our surprise, I was 8 years old again. The others just stared at me in shock. "Emily, is that you?" I said, "Yes," in my childish voice. I looked at my hands and then Tilly gave me a compact mirror. It's me, young, and surprisingly, I felt better than I ever did. "Let's all take a drink, come on," said Zane. So they did, and they drank it all until the bottle was empty. Tilly, Gail, Robert, Sam, and Zane joined me in their younger forms, and we all felt wonderful for the first time in years. We hugged each other, played all our favorite games, tag, Red Rover, hide and seek. We ran around and laughed and sang. We were young again, and we didn't want it to end. Then the morning came and the sun was coming up. Then, poof, we all vanished into another world, where we can stay young again and the happiest time of our lives. But where were we? Then all of a sudden another group came up to us. "So glad you can join us. I'm Winifred. I'm happy you found my note and tried the elixir. I made it in my lab many years ago. Come join us and meet the others." We said, "What others? And where are we?" "Well, silly, you're back in time, when you were young and full of life. There are others who found the note and the bottle. Come join us. We are now forever young. No one can take it away from us here." So we joined the other group that found it years ago, way in the back of the cellar. The retirement home couldn't explain it. Just like the other years, people vanished, so they covered it up. Most of the residents didn't have relatives or anyone asking after them, so it was easy to cover up. Most were just put away to wait for the end. But some of us, the rebels, we found a great way out. A new group will come soon, and maybe we can help them find a bottle that magically refills it with the elixir of youth. Hope they take a chance to join us. Would you? "Let's go play," said Tilly, and that's just what we did. Wouldn't you love to go back to a better place, to be young again and carefree once again? Maybe the kick the can story was not fiction at all. Wouldn't that be something? Go rent the Twilight Zone episode and see for yourself if it was fiction. Maybe, maybe not. I hope you liked that story. Until next time on Meg's Mysteries.